Tonight I'm making a beef broth because tomorrow I'm going to make French onion soup, and the best French onion soup needs a good beef broth. So I'm going to make it with this, it's neck bone. It's a neck bone. So that's what I'm going to use to make the broth. And I'm going to add some carrots. I have the shredded carrots that I haven't used. And the onions, I'm going to put 2 onions for the broth. 2 small onions. And garlic. 3 cloves of garlic is what I have here. So that's what I'm going to put. And so I'm going to make it in the pressure cooker so it'll be done quicker. Even though I'm going to make French onion soup tomorrow, I just want this to be done quicker. Okay, so this is what the beef broth looks like. It took like about half an hour in the pressure cooker. So tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm just going to strain it. I don't want the carrots or the onion or the beef. I just want the flavor, the broth, just the broth. So then I will see you tomorrow with a French onion soup recipe. Okay, I'm back to continue the French onion soup. We're gonna do it together here. Okay, so the broth, the beef broth that I made, I strained it. I strained the whole thing and took out the bones, took out the meat, the onions, and the carrots. I took out everything and just kept the broth because that's basically the only thing we're gonna use. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop the onions. Okay, so I'm using the yellow onions. I got 2 big yellow onions and 4 smaller ones. So I'm going to cut them right now. Some people say not to cut them too thin. Other people say to cut them really thin. So I'm just going to do it my way. Okay, and when you cut the onions, try to break them up in the pan. Because what we're going to do is we're gonna caramelize these onions. So we want them to be apart as much as possible so they'll all get caramelized evenly. Okay, so we have all the onions in here, the 4 small onions and the 2 big ones. So now we're gonna pour a little bit of vegetable oil in there. And we're gonna roll them around before we start the cooking process. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're also gonna add 1 stick of butter in here. So we have a less chance of the onions burning. It looks like it's a lot of onion, but it's not. They'll reduce a lot. The butter that I'm going to use is unsalted butter. And I'm going to reduce the heat to medium. Unsalted butter. The worst thing you can do is burn the onions when you're making onion soup. So they need to be brown and caramelized, but not burned. So I'm going to add this butter. 1 whole scoop. Sugar too.
All those onions will eventually reduce down.
Totally. They get like a brownish color. So this is something you cannot leave. I mean, you have to just watch it because they will burn in no time at all. Okay.
Mi mamá está usando el teléfono para grabar un video ahí.
Okay, so I'm just gonna continue to cook these onions and just stirring them and not going too far from them. I already added the sugar, and as soon as they start getting caramelized, I'm gonna add the other ingredients. Okay, it's been like 30 minutes that we've been at this. So just leave them there a couple of minutes. Spread them out like that. Leave them a couple of minutes. I have the heat on high. Not minutes, seconds. Maybe like 10 seconds or so. And turn. So the onions are already caramelized. Now we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of flour. And 3. And we're going to continue cooking it until the flour disappears.
You add some liquor.
So I lower the heat. I don't know if just cooking it a little bit longer. I lower the heat. We gotta cook that flour so it doesn't have the floury taste.
You have to cook the liquor in it so that all the alcohol goes out. Evaporates. The flour kind of helps the pot straighten out.
Yeah. Okay, so I added half a cup of dry white wine. I let the alcohol burn, and now I'm adding the broth. I'm gonna add all the broth to it. Now we're gonna add some garlic. I have 2 cloves of garlic in here. 2 cloves of garlic that I smashed. I'm gonna add 3 small bay leaves. A teaspoon of clove. Whoa, it smells delicious. And also, we're gonna add some thyme to it. So now we're gonna let that simmer. I'm gonna put it on high till it starts simmering. Then I'm gonna lower it to medium. And I'm gonna cook it like for about half an hour. I did not put salt in it. Pepper. Pepper we are gonna add. Okay, I'm gonna add also a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Okay, that should be good. That's like half a teaspoon. Wow, looks like French onion soup. It looks like. Okay, so here it is. It's boiling already. So we're gonna lower the heat from high where I had it. We're gonna put it in medium, and I think we're gonna cook it there like maybe for about 25 to 30 minutes. We don't want it to reduce too much, but we want to cook everything and make all those flavors enhance. So we lower the heat to medium, and we're gonna cover it. I'm gonna lower the heat to medium low. I have a bread, a baguette bread, and I'm gonna slice it. Okay, so I'm gonna drizzle some olive oil on the bread. And I'm gonna rub some garlic on it. On both sides. After I rub the garlic on it, I'm gonna grate the garlic. I grated some of the garlic, but I also just chopped it up. And now we're gonna put it in the oven. So we put it at 350 in the little toaster oven, and I'm gonna put it for 5 minutes. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so the bread is already toasted. We put it like for 5 minutes at 350 in the little toaster oven, and the soup is done as well. It's finished, cooked. Scrumptious
Porridge.
And what else? So now we're gonna put things together. The thyme we're gonna take out. Okay, so we're gonna pour just a small drizzle of brandy. A drizzle of brandy. So I'm gonna grate some cheese, a little bit of cheese in there. Okay, so now we're gonna add the soup. I took out the thyme, but the bay leaves are still there. Okay, the bay leaves. Now we're gonna add the bread. Okay, the bread, and now the cheese. Put a good amount of cheese. I'm gonna cut some of it and just put it in there like that. And then I'm going to throw one up here, just like that. Okay, you can also put this in the oven and the broil if you have like a heat-proof dish. I don't know if this one is, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna torch it. So we want that cheese melted. I don't know if this dish is fireproof, so that's why I don't put it in the oven. So this takes just about the same time that if you would put it in the oven, maybe less. Okay, so there you have it. It is our special French onion soup, just for you.
Homemade.
Homemade, everything from scratch. You can use the store-bought broth, beef broth or vegetable broth. You can buy it and use it as well. Or you could just make it yourself. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this video.
Voila.
Voila. Bon appetit. Thank you. Bye-bye. It's good.
Cheesy.
Okay, I'll let you eat in peace.